So we are going to do sums on cost of debentures today. There are in cost of debentures there are two types, redeemable and irredeemable. Irredeemable are the ones where you don't have the time period, n value is not given, so that means they are there till the company is there. They are not going to be redeemed or repaid, so they don't give you the end time. So you don't know whether the debentures are for 10 years or 5 years or 8 years. They are irredeemable, no timing is given. So there is no repayment thing that is mentioned, because till the company exists the debentures will exist, so there is no repayment thing mentioned there. Whereas in case of redeemable debentures, you will have timing given, which we call it as n. N is nothing but number of years. So this will be given in case of redeemable debentures, where they will tell you when the debenture is going to expire, 5 years, 10 years, and then it is redeemed. That means the amount is repaid at the face value or at a premium, little more is repaid, or at a discount, little less is repaid. All that will be mentioned. So there are two different formulas for both of them. So irredeemable formula, irredeemable debentures, the formula is cost of debt KD is equals to interest divided by net proceeds into 1 minus tax rate into 100. So this is the formula that we'll be using and doing the sums. Now before we get into details, what is net proceeds? Net proceeds
Excuse
is,
me, ma'am.
yes. Tell me.
Then, ma'am, she did the example on both. Then, ma'am, redeemable as well as irredeemable, ma'am.
She has done for irredeemable the formula where n value
Ye-
is given.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, she did, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so this is the formula for irredeemable. I hope she's using the same. I just saw one sum in which tax was minus later, but we can do it directly also during solving the sum only. So let's just start. Uh, I've not typed the sums, they're handwritten. I'll type it later and paste this document. As of now, we'll see the question from there and we'll do the solution. I hope it's visible. Is the first question visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So XYZ Limited issued 6% debentures of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 20. So we will write down all these values, what all is given. So here interest is 6%, face value, it is issued at rupees 100 each, so face value is 100, and it is issued at a premium, so premium is 20 rupees. The tax rate applicable is 40% and the cost of issue is rupees 5. So tax is 40% and cost of issue is equal to rupees 5. Calculate the cost of debt. So we have to find KD. So KD. Okay, now what is cost of issue? When you're issuing debentures, you need to pay some cost to the broker. We also call it as flotation cost. They are helping you in floating the debentures in the market. So that is, or you also call it as brokerage fees, or it is called as cost of issue, cost of flotation. So that much money you will give to the broker out of whatever you have collected. So cost of issue will help us to find the net proceeds.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Yeah. There was a call, so it got disconnected. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So cost of issue is something where you're going to pay to the broker for helping you in issuing or floating your debentures into the market. So whatever money you receive, out of that you have to give some part of the amount to the broker, and it will help us in finding the net proceeds. So now let's see how much is the interest. Now we don't know the total value of debentures. We know that per debenture is for rupees 100. So interest will be on 100 rupees. 6% we will calculate. So on 100 rupees, 6% is 6 rupees will be the interest on debentures. Now let's see what would be our net proceeds. So let's find net proceeds. Net proceeds is equals to whatever is the face value. Just a second. Face value plus premium if they have given. Here in this question they have given, so I'm adding premium minus cost of issue. So net proceeds is equal to face value of the debenture is 100 rupees plus they are going to issue it at a premium of 20 rupees minus they are going to pay cost of issue of 5 rupees. So 100 plus 20, 120 minus 5, you will get it as 115. So your net proceeds are 115. Now we can put the values in the formula and find the cost of debt. So cost of debt is equals to interest 6 rupees divided by net proceeds 115 rupees into 1 minus tax rate. So 1 minus the tax rate is 40%. So 0.4. 1 minus 0.4 if I do, I'll get 0.6. That means 60% is the after tax value into 100 because we need the value in percentage. We are talking of cost of debt in percentage terms. So let's just check what would be the answer. 6 divided by 115 into 0.6 because 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6. So you get 0.03130 and recurring into 100 if I do, it is 3.13%. So this is how you find the cost of debt for irredeemable debentures where the time period is not given and these debentures are there for ever till the company exists. So this was the first problem that we did on the cost of debentures. Let's do the second one. Have you also learned when it is issued at a premium, discount and par, all the three? Let's start with the second.
Yes, ma'am. In discount, we have to do minus, and in premium, we have to add.
And par, you have to take
Is
the
it, ma'am?
value as it is. Yes. Okay. Let's do the second sum in which we have discount, premium and par, all the three things. So let's see what all is given here. ABC Limited issued 8% debentures of rupees 1000 each. So here interest is 8%. Its value is equal to 1000. And here I am again writing its value is equals to 25 crores. Sorry, 1 second. Let me check it is. Yeah, amounting to rupees 25 crores. So 25 crores. What you have learned is taking this total value and finding out. Whereas how I used to teach is taking the per debenture value, the face value, and solving it. If per debenture value is not given, we usually assume it to be 100 and solve, and we still get the same answer. So I'll teach you the way you have learned only so that there are no confusion. So we'll take this total value itself. Okay, so the cost of issue is 5% on the face value. So cost of issue is equal to 5%. The company is in 35% tax bracket. Tax is equal to 35%. And you have to find the cost of debt if it is issued at par, premium of 20%, discount of 10%. So three things we have to solve. First at par, then premium, and then discount. So for that we need to find net proceeds for all the three. But let's finish the basic things. First, interest. %8 of 25 crores we'll find out. Eight % of 25 crores. You get it as 2 crores. And then cost of issue is 5% of the face value. %5 on the face value, correct? So 5% of 25 crores we have to find. Five-
1 crore 25 lakh, ma'am.
So 25 lakh. So that is the cost of issue. Now we'll find the net proceeds, which we are going to do 3 times. That means first we are going to do at par. So here I'll write A at par. At par we'll find the net proceeds. Net proceeds is equals to face value minus. Now it is at par means you're going to issue it at face value only, no premium, no discount. So I'm not adding premium nor minusing discount. Directly from face value I'm minusing the cost of issue because it is at par. Par means 25 crores debentures will be issued for 25 crores. There is no premium or anything that is going to get added or deducted. Did you understand this part? So
Yes, ma'am.
net proceeds is equals to face value 25 crores minus cost of issue. We saw it was 1 crore 25 lakhs. We'll get the net proceeds. This is the problem with taking the total amount, because if the amounts are too big, you need to keep on. So you get 2 crore 37. Sorry.
23 crore 75 lakhs.
Yes, 23 crore 75 lakhs. This is the net proceeds. Now we can find cost of debt. Cost of debt is equals to interest. We found out the interest amount, 2 crores. Divided by net proceeds, 23 crores 75 lakhs into 1 minus tax rate. Tax rate they have told you is 35%. So 1 minus 0.35 into 100. The cost of debt is equals to
8.42%, ma'am.
Okay, 1 second, I'll see. $8.42 is before tax. Now you also have to do 1 minus 0.35. Have you done that?
No, ma'am. It's before tax, ma'am. It's before tax.
8.42 into 1 minus 0.35 is 0.65 into 100.
Okay, ma'am.
5.47 you're getting. After tax, you will get it as
Yes, ma'am.
5.47. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So this was at par.
Ma'am, final answer is a 5.473.
Yes, 47, or you can also take 473. After decimal, minimum 2 digits, maximum 4 digits you can take. Now we'll do the second part at premium. They've said at a premium of 20%. So premium of 20%. Now the interest and cost of issue will remain same. What will only change is the net proceeds. So here net proceeds will be equal to face value plus premium, because they have given the premium now, minus cost of issue. So net proceeds is equals to face value 25 crores plus premium, which is 20% of 25 crores, minus cost of issue, which is 5% of 25 crores, which we have calculated above already. So we'll see. %20 of 25 crores,
5 crores, ma'am.
5 crores. So 25 crores plus 5 crores, we get it as 30 crores. 30 crores minus 1 crore 25 lakh we have to do. Minus 1 crore 25 lakhs. $28 crores 75 lakhs you will get as net proceeds. Using this, now we'll find out the value or the cost of debt. Cost of debt is equals to interest. Interest is 2 crores. Divided by 28 crore 75 lakh net proceeds into 1 minus tax rate. So 1 minus tax rate is 35%, which is 0.35 into 100. So 2 crores divided by 28 crores 75 lakhs. You get 0.06956 into 1 minus 0.35 is 0.65 into 100. You get it as 4.521%. See, all of you, I hope you're getting this. Are you getting it? The next is at a discount of 10%.
4.2 is answer, ma?
4.521. Any other answer you're getting?
No, ma'am, we are getting the same.
Part C is at a discount of 10%. 10%. So now again we have to find the net proceeds here because there is discount. Interest and tax rate we already know. So net proceeds is equals to face value minus discount minus cost of issue. Discount means you're issuing at a lower price. Do you know why do we issue at premium or discount or at par? Okay, a debenture is issued at par when it is going to be issued at its face value, nor the company is going to collect more money from you nor less money. Whatever is the face value, by that much the company will issue and you will get the bonds. They issue it at premium when there is huge demand for bonds. When there are, if the company is going to issue 50 bonds and there is demand for 150 bonds. Now with 50 bonds we cannot satisfy all 150 people. So the company will issue it at a higher rate. Whoever is ready to pay the premium will get the bond. So it will issue at a premium when there is huge demand for the company's bonds. People are ready to buy even at a higher price. And when will it issue at discount? When there is no demand for the bonds in the market. No demand doesn't mean zero, less demand. The company wants to issue 50 bonds and there are only 40 people ready to buy. In that case, the company will issue it at a discount. And at a discount means it will reduce the face value and they'll issue it at reduce the face value on the bond. Face value will not be reduced. Whatever is typed on the bond, it will remain the same. But while issuing, they will collect less amount. So suppose the face value written on the bond is 1,000 rupees and they are going to issue at a discount of 10%. So they will issue it for 1,000 minus 10. 10% of 1,000, that is 100. They'll issue it for 900 per bond. On the bond, 1,000 only will be returned, but you can buy it for 900. So you're getting a bond of 1,000 rupees by paying only 900 rupees. So that is issued at discount. So it is a loss for the company. The company is losing on that 100 rupees. So we are minusing the discount, and the company is also losing on paying the brokerage fees cost of issue. So we are minusing that. But in the previous case, when we issued at premium, the company was gaining additional 20% on that 1,000 rupees. So 200 rupees extra. So we added that premium and we minus the cost of issue which we had to pay to the broker. So this is how at par, at premium and at discount has come into picture. There's no demand at discount if there's huge demand at premium, and if no huge demand nor less demand, people are just buying, you can also give it at par. Usually companies look at the market and then decide at what price they want to issue. So net proceeds at discount is equal to face value 25 crores minus discount is 10%. So of 25 crores, we have to find 10% minus cost of issue, that is 5% of 25 crores. So net proceeds will be equal to 25 crores minus 10% of 25 crores is 2 crores 50 lakhs minus 5% of 25 crores is 1 crore 25 lakhs. So that means totally we have to minus 3 crores 75 lakhs from 25 crores. You get 21 crore 25 lakhs. The net proceeds. Now we can find cost of debt, interest 2 crores, divided by net proceeds 21 crores 25 lakhs. One minus tax rate, 1 minus 0.35. Into 100. Cost of debt is equals to
6.11%, ma'am.
after tax.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 6.11%. Anybody else got the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it is 6.11%. So this was the second sum where we had to solve for all the three: par, premium and discount. Let's go to the third sum. Anuj Limited issued 9% debentures of face value of rupees 3,500 each, total amounting to rupees 10 crores. So let's go to what all is given. Third problem we're doing. Interest is 9%. Face value 3,500 each. Per debenture face value is 3,500 and the total face value is 10 crores, total amounting to rupees 10 crores. So 10 crores. The debentures are issued at a brokerage cost of 4%. So here, instead of cost of issue, they have given you brokerage cost 4%. What we'll do is we'll avoid these zeros because it's taking lots of time. I'll just write 10 crores. We'll take that 10 and solve everywhere. Still get the same answer on the face value. So brokerage cost is 4% on face value. The tax rate is 50%. Calculate the cost of debt if it is issued at par, premium and discount. So tax they have given you 50%. Okay, first let's find the interest. Interest is 9%. So on 10 crores into 9%, 9 divided by 100. So see 10 into 9%, how much you get? 0.9. If you take all the zeros, you will get it as 9 lakhs. 9% of 10 crores will be 9 lakhs. You want me to take all the zeros, or is it okay if I take 10 and solve? Can anyone reply?
Okay, ma'am.
10 is
Ma'am,
okay,
we'll
right?
take 10 and solve.
Okay. So we get
Okay, ma'am.
interest as 0.9. Okay. Then brokerage cost, they're saying 4% on face value. So we'll take on 10 crores. We'll find 4%. We'll get it as 0.4. brokerage cost is 0.4, which is nothing but 4 lakhs. So first let's do at par. At par, the net proceeds will be equal to face value minus brokerage cost, or you can also write cost of issue So net proceeds is equal to face value 10 crores minus brokerage cost 0.4 crores. So you get it as 9.6 crores. Now we'll find the cost of debt. Cost of debt is equals to interest, that is 0.9, divided by net proceeds, which is 9.6 crores, into 1 minus tax rate. So 1 minus 0.5, tax rate is 50%, so 1 minus 0.5 into 100. Can anybody tell me if you got the answer? Zero 0.9 divided by 9.6 into 0.5 into 100. 4.687.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do the second part, that is just highlight. This is at par. Now we'll do it at premium. Let's see how much is the premium. Premium of 20%. 20%. We'll find the net proceeds. Face value plus premium. I'm writing it again and again so that you get revised. You can revise it. After a few sums, I may not write it. We may directly take the amount, but at least for few sums, minus brokerage cost. Net proceeds is equals to face value 10 crores plus premium on 10 crores, 20% we have to calculate, minus brokerage cost, we have already calculated 0.4, which was 4% of 10 crores. So net proceeds is equals to 10 crores plus 20% of 10 crores is 2 crores minus 0.4. So 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 minus 0.4, if we do, we get 11.6. So 11.6 crores is the net proceeds. Now using this, we'll find the cost of debt. KB is equals to interest 0.9 divided by net proceeds 11.6 into 1 minus tax 1 minus 0.5 into 100. Zero 0.9 divided by 11.6 you get it as 3.879%. Can anybody confirm? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So let's do it now for C at discount of 10%. Net proceeds is equals to face value minus discount minus brokerage cost. Net proceeds is equals to face value is 10 minus discount on 10 crores 10% minus the brokerage cost which was calculated 0.4. So 10 plus 1, 10% of 10 crores is 1, 11. 11 minus 0.4, we will get it as 10.6%. Sorry, 10.6 crores. Okay, so this is the net proceeds. Now let's find the cost of debt. Cost of debt is equals to interest 0.9 divided by the net proceeds 10.6 into 1 minus
The
tax
net
rate.
profit should be 8.6, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, both we have to minus. No, I added 10 plus 1. Okay, so 10 minus 1 crore, 9. 9 minus 0.4, you will get 8.6. Sorry, I added it like a premium. So net proceeds is 8.6 crores into 1 minus tax rate. So 1 minus 0.5 into 100. The cost of debt is equals to 0.9 divided by 5.232.
5.232.
2.3.
This mistake which I did now, we usually do it when we are in hurry. Okay, I know that it is discount. I know that I have to minus, but previously I added, so I add and I solve. And then you come out of the exam hall feeling I've done the sum very correctly. You ask answers from your friends, and then you realize that how come I have got a wrong answer? What mistake I did? So all this happens when we do it very fast, or when we are very confident that I know what I'm doing. So let me finish this sum fast. So we have to be cautious. Here you corrected me, but in exam if somebody does this mistake, nobody will be able to correct. So we have to recheck, cross check. That would be a better option. Okay, now this is the last sum. M Limited has 14% debentures of rupees 10 lakh. The flotation cost amounts to rupees 2 per debenture. What is the cost of debenture if it is issued at par at a premium of 12% and a discount of 8%? Assume tax rate 40%. Okay, so we'll start. This is the fourth sum. It's a little different than the usual, so just concentrate. No major changes, but there are changes. Interest is equal to 14%. Just 1 second. Okay, so they said interest is 14%. Debentures are of rupees 10 lakhs, so we can say face value is 10 lakh. This is total face value for all the debentures. Then they've said the flotation cost amounts to rupees 2 per debenture. So this is cost of issue. Flotation cost is rupees 2 per debenture. What is the cost of debenture if it is issued at a premium, at par, at premium and discount? Tax rate is 40%. So we'll write down the tax rate. Now all of you see what is the difference in this sum. In previous sums for flotation cost, they had given you percentage. So whatever was the total value of debentures, on that we calculated percentage and got the total flotation cost. But here they have told flotation cost is rupees 2 per debenture. So here they have not given percentage that you can find on the total, but they have told you for every debenture 2 rupees you deduct as flotation cost. So we cannot take total face value because you cannot do 10 lakh minus 2 rupees. it's very small amount, and they've clearly said 2 rupees is per debenture, and this amount is of total debentures. So we don't know how many debentures are issued. In the question, they have not mentioned 100 debentures are issued, 500 debentures are issued, 1000 debentures are issued. So we don't know the a number of debentures issued that we can multiply 2 rupees with that many and find the total. So in this case, what we have to do is we have to assume what? Face value per debenture. Face value per debenture is rupees 100. Okay, and then we'll be able to solve, because we want everything either per debenture or we want everything as total. Now you saw you cannot convert this per debenture flotation cost into total because we don't know the number of debentures. So we cannot go to total. That's why we are coming back to per debenture. So we are assuming that the face value per debenture is 100. Whereas in the previous sum, if you see, they had given face value per debenture was 3,500, total was 10 crores. Even before that, if I show you, they told face value per debenture was 100. This was the first sum, second sum, yeah. Face value was 1000 per debenture and total was 25 crores. So here they gave us the face value. When they don't give you the face value per debenture and you need to use it, you always assume it to be 100. Okay, all of you need to assume it to be 100 always. One person taking 100, other taking 500, next one taking 1000. Don't do like that. Just assume it to be 100 and solve, so that there is no ununiformity in solving and everybody gets the answers correctly. Usually why they take 100 is because anyways we are finding it in percentage. So we get it correct. So we take in percentage, 100 is the base that they consider. So 100 is what we assume. Is that clear? Should we start solving?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll find the
Yes, ma'am.
interest. Yeah, interest now. So interest also we need per debenture. We cannot take total interest because nothing in total we are going to take. So interest will be on 100 rupees face value that you have assumed 14%. So 100 rupees 14% is 14 rupees debenture. So first we'll solve it at par. At par, the net proceeds will be face value minus the cost of issue, or here they have given flotation cost. So net proceeds will be equal to face value, we have assumed it to be 100 minus the flotation cost 2 rupees. So 100 minus 2, 98 rupees is the net proceeds. Cost of debt will be interest 14 rupees, which was calculated, divided by 98 rupees net proceeds into 1 minus tax. Tax is 40%. So into 1 minus 0.4 into 100. $14 divided by 98 into 0.6 into 100. You get 8.571. Just check. B is at premium of 12%. Net proceeds is equals to face value, which is 100 plus premium 12% of 100 minus the flotation cost, which is 2 rupees given. So 100 plus 12 minus 2, net proceeds, I'll write it as NP, will be equal to 110. So cost of debt is 14 divided by 110 into 1 minus 0.6 into 100. Then C1 at discount. Just find the answer for above. at discount of 8%. So net proceeds will be 100 minus 8% of 100 minus 2. So 8% of 100 is 8 rupees. So 100 minus 8 minus 2. That means 100 minus 10 we have to do, which will come to 90. Cost of debt will be equal to interest 14 rupees divided by net proceeds 90 into 1 minus tax rate 1 minus 0.6 into 100. Sorry. I'm trying the answer for this as well. Anybody did it for the above? $14 divided by 110 into 0.6 into 100, 7.636%. And the last one, 14 divided by 90 into 0.6 into 100, 9.33%. Now, one observation I want to share, so I did this sum quickly. If you see, at discount, the cost of debt is highest. At premium, it is lowest. And at par, it is in between. So if you see, at premium, cost is 7.636. At par, it is 8.57. And at discount, it is 9.33. Why is this? Because this is the cost of debt for the company. The company has to bear this cost. So when we issue at premium, the cost on the company is less because the company is receiving more. Look at the net proceeds. The company is receiving 110 rupees. So it is receiving more and it is paying 14 rupees interest. Whereas in case of par, it is receiving only 98 rupees and on that it is paying 14 rupees interest. So it's receiving less, but the interest is same. In case of discount, it is still receiving less. It is receiving 90, whereas the interest is same. So that is the reason they say when you issue at discount, the cost of on the company will be high because even if the amount received is less, you need to pay the interest on the face value. You cannot pay it on the discounted value. So when you issue at discount, the cost will be high. At premium, it will be low, and at par, it will be in between those two. Above sums also, you can check the same trend has followed. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll continue in the next class. You can type your roll numbers and leave the meeting. Any doubts, you can ask.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
In the last sum, at premium and at discount, instead of writing 1 minus 0.6, instead of writing 1 minus 0.4, you have written 1 minus 0.6.
Okay. I've corrected it. I've corrected it.